Welcome to Bunnyfish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as Bunnyfish on Ravelry, Instagram, and YouTube. Today is Wednesday the 28th of December, 2016, and this is going to be mini-sode number 5. I realized that if I don't just record a mini-sode this week, I'm not going to be able to record because we are in the middle of winter break, so the kids have a full week off of school, and it's just, I won't be able to sit down to record a normal episode, but since I record my mini-sode in about minute chunks at a time, I should be able to get something out. I'll try to have all of the normal things in here, but we'll see how that goes. This is a basket that one of the work parents brought us snacks in, and we have been taking turns at work deciding who takes what home from the packaging. So look at this cute little wire basket with a little denim lining. It's perfect for, we're currently on my bed, which is a used mess. That's all my bedding that I just kicked off, and these are my sheets. But we're on my bed, and my bed is a loft. That is Mara and Cecilia's bed over there. And they're lofted, so we have a bunch of floor space in here. But anyway, this basket is super convenient for in my loft. I showed you a couple podcasts ago that basket, the fabric basket that Haley made, which I like a lot for carrying things, but I like having this one in my bed because the sides don't fall over if they get pressed down. That's Amara at the end of the bed. You want to say hi?
Hi.
It's well before I feel that we should be awake, but it is after the normal wake up time if we were going to school. So, up first is out of this yarn. We are going to run lots of errands today, but right now I'm recording. So this is Scarfy by Lion Brand, and I don't know what colorway, but this is my Buffalo Crossing that I'm making for myself, and I have 2 repeats, so you know, not a ton of progress, but I have been working on it a little, and since it's for me, it hasn't been getting a ton of love because it's holiday time, so holiday crafting. Next up is in this cute bag that I got for Christmas. It is a cosmetics bag from Target, but clearly it's a project bag and they just don't know it. I have 2 pairs of socks, and they are my Christmas Eve cast-ons. They weren't in a project bag, obviously, when I cast them on, but then I got this bag for Christmas. So the toes on these are, on this sock is Patton's Croy in the gray marl, and then the yarn that I'm using for the body of the sock is Wildfoot. It's the Rocky Gorge colorway, which I used to make mitts. Oh, I finished those mitts, by the way, but now I can't find one. So my sister has the one that I located in her purse, and when I find the other one, she will take it to her boyfriend. I am using a pattern for the sock. I will put the title down at the bottom of the screen because I don't have any show notes. I woke up and I was like, I should record. There's my first Christmas Eve cast on. Both of these socks are for me. Both of them are out of yarn from gifts that people sent me. So this yarn is from Haley. And I'm doing them toe up so that I can make the longest socks possible without having to have like half of the foot be a toe color. My second pair of socks is using West Yorkshire Spinners yarn from Christina. Child number 2 awake for today. I only have 1 to go. The package had this hollyberry yarn so that I could have contrasting heels and toes for this gorgeous skein of yarn that will be the body of the sock. There was also 3 other mini skeins and some full skeins of alpaca in a cream color for that sweater that I will someday be making for myself. I'm thinking that'll be like end of 2017 knitting, but maybe not. This sock, it's going to have graduated ribbing like in my child tube sock recipe pattern, but instead of doing a stockinette portion, I just did the toe and went right into the first ribbing section. In my much loved kitchen counter crafter bag, I have my talk sock, and I was in this first section right here last week, so I haven't worked on it a ton this week, but I've made a little progress. In my Sewn by Lindsay zombie bag, I have worked on and done almost an inch on, yay, the rhombus socks. The yarn is unknown. The pattern is Rhombus by Cookie A. And the last thing that I have on my bed for working on is my mom's Christmas socks. And yes, I know it's 3 days past Christmas, but whatever. She'll get her Christmas socks and they will be knee to thigh highs. The yarn that I'm using is Serenity Sock Premier Yarns. You can get it at Joann's. In the charcoal colorway, and I've knit all of the stuff that I'm going to knit stockinette because I'm making this kind of how, well, I am making it how I've made the child tube sock recipe. So stockinette portion, I have just, I don't even know if you'll be able to see, probably not. I'm 2 rounds into the first ribbing section. Oh yes, you can see 2 purl bumps. So I will do 28 more rounds in this color, and then I'm going to switch over into the Zombie 10 colorway. So I should probably be able to start that today. And when I get to that point, I'm going to work them one at a time on 9-inch circulars because I wound the ball into a single ball. I didn't split it. So it'll be one sock and then the other, which is fine. I really like doing the child tube socks one at a time on 9-inch circulars. So I figured that would work fine for this project. I'll put, one sock away and work on the other. And that I'm carrying around this project in that bag that Haley made for me. Nothing quite like hearing the garbage men and realizing that you didn't put out anything last night. So I just took care of all of that, and oh my gosh, we have so much recycling this week because wrapping paper, and I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent. I hate wrapping paper. Hate it. It's literally stuff that you buy to be thrown away. I hate it. I don't wrap presents for adults at all. Pretty much everything I get from my sister either goes in her stocking unwrapped or I just hand it to her. None of my presents were wrapped except for the presents that the kids got me, because for the kids, wrapping paper is a big deal. So for the kids, I did wrapping paper, and I did Secret Santa at work. Oh, I didn't tell you anything about that. Okay, so I'll put in a little bit about Secret Santa at work here. I didn't use a pattern. There is a pattern that is on sale for about $4 on Ravelry, but it had a different weight of yarn, and I didn't want to have to pay for it for a different weight of yarn and then have to do the math anyway when I could look at it, get an idea, and reverse engineer. But I will link that pattern if I remember. So I made these. They're boot toppers, and the pattern specifically had buttons, and that's what she said she liked because she was going to commission me to make some eventually. But I'm just going to take care of it. So I have these for her. I did wrap her presents because people at work like wrapping paper, but I personally don't love wrapping paper. Like anything that's just, it's pretty and I appreciate the aesthetic, but anything that's just pretty packaging, I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a waste. And I know people love pretty packaging, and I'm not saying don't package your things prettily and don't use wrapping paper, but I personally feel like a tremendous amount of eco guilt using wrapping paper. That's all. That had nothing to do with anything. You're welcome for being a crazy person. So this is our to-do list for today so far. At some point I will add cleaning onto this list, but errands first. We need to go to the store and get some dog food because the dogs are completely out. I actually fed them leftover beef stew yesterday because they didn't have any food. I'm sorry if you can hear the recycling truck pick up. I hope they took all of our recycling. I don't know. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they only take what fit in the blue bin, and it's not a particularly large bin. So we'll see. Okay, so gotta go to grocery shopping, to the post office, although I might leave the post office until tomorrow because I have a package. Remember that skein of Nooch that I got for myself for Christmas, but then it was MCN, and I said, oh, maybe a prize. Well, Mimi got in touch with me, and she said, hey, I would love to trade you for that skein of yarn if you want to. So that's what we're doing. And I believe that she went to the post office on Monday, so that might actually get here like today-ish, tomorrow-ish, which would be exciting, but I've been working since the weekend, so I was going to go today and take that to the post office, but then one of the prize winners from the Finisher Frog knit-along just got in touch with me, but didn't PM me her address yet, so I'm probably just going to wait until I have her address and then go to the post office. So maybe today, maybe tomorrow, depends on when she gets back to me. And then we have to go to the library because I have a coloring book that's due back. It's only a 2-week thing to rent out, and you can't renew it, so I have to take that back, and then I'm going to get it back out because I only just started coloring the page, and I don't know why I thought I was going to have time when the kids were going to be off school and holidays and family visiting and stuff like that. But then we're going to go to Joann's because I got some Christmas money, and I got the circular in the mail that says all that is on sale, and it has coupons, and I need this Serenity yarn. I need some for projects that I'm working on currently. So I'm going to look at that and Croy socks and get colorways in both of those that I don't have, plus the yarn that I need for projects. And I'm going to look at Hometown USA, but I don't know if I'm going to buy any because it's only on sale for 50 cents cheaper than I get from the grocery store. And the grocery store's yarn usually goes on sale pretty frequently, so maybe that, maybe not. And then I want some locking stitch markers because I don't know where mine are. I know that I've been breaking some of my stitch binders just from using for so long, and they're all good quality. It's just, you know, when you've been knitting forever, sometimes things break down, especially when you're as hard on things as I am. But those are my plans for right now for what we're going to do. So I'm going to get up and get Small Humans dressed. So we are in the car and we are getting ready to start errands. Today is pajama day. It was decreed. I'm wearing leggings, so I'm not really going to argue with them. Whatever. Successfully made it to the yarn store, and I will be showing you so much yarn when we get home. Now we are at the library. Mara is playing with a dollhouse. Gabriel is playing with a train. Cecilia is playing with something else. I don't know. I'm going to sit and knit and maybe read a little or write. I don't know. It's hard to tell what I'm going to do. We're gonna hang out here until the kids are like, I'm hungry, and then we're gonna go grocery shopping, and then we're gonna go to lunch. These came from Christina, so this is more alpaca, but it's in a natural cream color. And these are minis, which were labeled, but then children touched the labels. This is Leading Men Fiber Arts Soliloquy, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I could be totally making that up, but she sent me these. And in here was the Cherry Drop colorway, which I used with the Hollyberry colorway of West Yorkshire Spinners to start my socks. We did Secret Santa at work, and this is part of what the girl who had my name got me. It's 2 skeins of Hometown USA, which is perfect because now I'm going to be making a blanket out of it, in the Green Bay colorway and Lake Tahoe blue. Both colors are super gorgeous. She also got me this super cute little statue. And then Josh sent me these 4 teacups, which Mara fell in love with and basically told him in summertime that she wanted. So he sent them with 3 of these David's Tea chocolate covered almonds. We had family tea in pajama game night last night, and I think we're gonna do it again because All three of the kids really like this tea. Mara, not so much. She'll drink it, but mostly I drink hers. I'm not really sad about having 2 cups of tea though. And then so much yarn. So this is probably my favorite skein that came in the package. It's called The Girl Makes Godot Look Punctual. It's on 716 sock, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. And I've wanted this color since ZK15, and I just didn't buy it because I was buying other things, and he got it for me, and I love it so much. Oh, it's a striping. It's got this gray stripe and then the speckly, gorgeous, beautiful color stripe. Also from 716 in a self-striping is Jackets, Kilts, and No Boys, which is gorgeous. And then these 2 are from Spun Right Round. They're the Superwash 80/20 sock. This one is Graffiti Overlay, and this one is Sugar Pop Fizz. Both are gorgeous. He sent these to me because he wants a pair of, I don't know what they're called. I'll look it up and put it at the bottom of the screen. He calls them the Gobstopper socks because that is the colorway that our friend Sarah made the socks out of. So I'm going to make him those. And he said that I should pick a skein for socks for me and pick a skein for socks for him. Because he wants me to make them for him. But I'm kind of thinking, let me know what you think. This might be crazy. I'm kind of thinking of making him 1 sock each out of these yarns because they're crazy anyway. And then we could have like matching, not matching socks. What do you think? I wouldn't make the same pattern for myself though, probably. Because I'd already be making 2 of those socks. I don't know yet. And finally in the package from Josh were the start of his Frankenstein socks. It's a fail. It is a pattern we decided years ago that we were going to make together. And then I started making mine. And I told him, I was like, I'm going to make these socks this year. Get ready. And I was like, the girls at Knitting and I are going to make these socks. Get ready. And then I was like, so I'm halfway done with these socks. You should probably start. And he was like, oh, okay, I'll start. And I was like, don't worry. It's really fast. You'll catch up. Well, he hates them. Hates working on them. It's just not his type of pattern. So I told him I would finish the socks and send them back to him. And I'm going to keep the leftovers of this hand spun. It is hand spun that I made for him, and I think it's super pretty, even though it's got all those yellows and golds and not my typical colors. But I'm looking forward to having the leftovers. I think it's really, really pretty. Now let me clear off my table and show you all the stuff I purchased today. Amanda just pulled up, so let me give you an overview of all the things and try to talk quick. Shh. So I got 5 skeins of Serenity sock weight in black, 4 in gray for blanket projects. Payton's Croy, this is the blue striped rag. I know I've already made socks out of it, but everybody loves that pair of socks, including me. And I feel like at some point I'm going to need to make a new pair. This is Brown Rose Marl. Yes, you can have popcorn shortly, but not if you're talking.
Okay.
This is Brown Rose Marl yarn, and I'll probably use that for Christmas socks for the girls next year, even though none of the kids have worn their Christmas socks that I made them this year. I'm a little disappointed.
My mom did.
I got 3 more Hometown USA yarns. This one is Grizzlies. I don't know what sports team that is. I just like the colors. This is Cambridge Tweed, which I love. I saw a color similar to this in Wool Ease, but I can't use Wool Ease because it makes me itchy. So I was really excited that they had this. This is Phoenix Azalea. I don't have any colors at all like that pink. This is Homespun Thick and Quick in Sea Glass and Stripes. I got 2 skeins of this Woodsy Green Premier Serenity sock. I've made a pair of socks out of it before, but I really like the colorway, so I was like, well, I guess I'll get some more of that. Got some locking stitch markers since I don't know where mine are. I got this bell because it was on clearance. Everything else was on clearance for 75% off. Oh, except one thing. And I want to be the type of person who has a bin full of holiday decorations, so I better start buying. And I really like these jingle bells, but I wouldn't pay $20 for that. I just wouldn't. It's cute, but it's not $20 cute. And this wasn't on clearance. This is soap for my niece, and the rest of it I bought solely because I had a coupon that was $15 off $75, and clearly this is less than $15 worth of stuff because all of these were $1 and this is, I don't know, less than $3. So all of that was free so that I could use my coupon, basically. Hand creams in candy apple, vanilla frost, sugar cookie, and mint swirl. And then 2 different smells of bath bombs because the children have been asking to use me and Amanda's bath bombs, and that's not going to be a thing that happens, so I bought them bath bombs. And then this adorable cup because children break cups. My other tumbler cups are all broken because of children. So I need a new one, and it came with chapstick and some other stuffy stuff, and I love chapstick.